Hey guys, it's Nabutani. We're in the garage again. So I just got sent this by Carpuride, which is really cool. It's like Apple CarPlay for the motorcycle, and it just goes on the bike. So I have to install it. Gonna install it, give you my thoughts on it. Is it worth having on your bike? I don't know, find out. So without further ado, let's do unboxing and see what actually comes inside. So let's open it. Okay, nice packaging, I like that. Yeah. Okay, now this is huge. Look at this. Dang. That is huge. But lightweight. Wasn't expecting it to be this big. It's really nice. So, look at all these wires, man. So we're gonna wire this to the bike's battery. And yeah, maybe we should do that first. So we get the screen. What else do we get? Yeah. I'm guessing this is for the clamp. So some more hardware to get the fit on the bike right. An extra fuse. Oh, now this is a nice touch. So let's just say your bike already has a USB input. You can just plug this straight into your USB instead of having to run the wire through the bike, which is cool, but we're still gonna run the wire through the battery just for this video's sake. And okay, that makes sense. More hardware. I think this is gonna go on like this. Bolt's gonna go in the middle, and we're gonna tighten that up. So this is gonna go on the bike. With the hardware that we got, this is gonna click on like that, and it's gonna be put on the bike like this. I think it's a very nice touch, actually. It already looks cool. So first things first though is getting the hardware installed. Okay, so there is no particular order. We're gonna look at the menu and see how they recommend to install it. And I think just for this video's sake, we are gonna follow the manual just so it's easier for you guys at home to install. So first things first, it says, is to install the bracket. So without further ado, let's go and do that. Let's go and install the bracket. Okay, so once you get your two pieces of hardware, you're gonna insert it here through this hole, and you're just gonna tighten it. I recommend a wrench, and find the size of your socket just to hold it in place and tighten it. Once you've tightened this up, we'll move to the next step. Okay, so once you've got this installed in, you're gonna want now to put the ball joint holder. It's already got a point, to just make sure that's on there like that. And then all you wanna do is tighten it. And then what you wanna do is also grab the unit itself and just make sure it's in there before you tighten everything, just to allow you to tighten it properly, because man, I'm scratching my tank like crazy. Okay, so once it's in there like that, really you want to just find somewhere where you think would be cool for it to kind of live. I mean, for now, we can just kind of tighten it a little bit. But I like it like that for now. So what I'm gonna do is, just to make sure it's on there right, I'm gonna get on the bike and I'm just gonna position it. I really like this here. And the reason why I like this here is because I can still see the bike's dashboard and the CarPlay. It becomes more of an extension, so I can still see everything that's happening in front of me. So I'm gonna lock this in here. Okay, so what I want is, I want the screen to be here so I can still access my navigation and my CarPlay, but I also don't want to obstruct my speedo. I want to still be able to see everything that's going on. I want to see the speed I'm doing, the gear I'm on, if there's any alerts. So I've put it in a way where I can see both. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the panels. Okay, and once we remove these panels, we're going to just get the wiring to come out so it's a bit more hidden. Once we got power going to the unit, we'll then do the next part. So let's get to that part. Let's remove the panels. So normally for any bike, really, to get to the battery, you have to remove the seat. every bike is different, right? Some bikes you just remove the rear unit, some bikes you remove the seat. But for this, I'm gonna remove the seat and I'm gonna remove all the side fairings just so I can run my wires neatly through the bike.
All right, and go.
All right, so what we're gonna do quickly is we're gonna test this. Before plugging up everything, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect these wires to the unit and we're gonna turn it on and just make sure everything works. We're gonna turn on the bike. I don't really like the fact it came on without me turning on my bike because okay, that's perfect. The only issue I'm having is it's still on, meaning it's gonna drain my battery. So there might be an on button here. Okay, so no, this is drawing straight power right now without, I need an option. I need a way of turning this off to only come on when, and there doesn't seem to be nothing that does that. That's not good. And the reason why this is not good is because it can literally kill my battery. I found a way you can turn it off by holding down the button, but maybe if we upgrade the firmware or something, there's like an auto off. But for now, it just, we'll know in a bit. I'm gonna leave it plugged up, and if my bike doesn't turn on, then it drained the battery. But we got a lot of wires here, right? So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up these panels and find a place for these wires to go that are not intrusive. I like that sound. So that away like that. So now that's the most that I need, the most slack that I need, right? So I'm gonna try and tuck this in somewhere underneath here. Turn on your bike. Now we're gonna go and take it out for a ride and just show you what it's like to actually have it on versus, you know, when you're actually riding. Like, what's the practicality? Does it shake? Is there any issues with it? So we're gonna go do that now and yeah, enjoy the ride. So yeah, what I would do is just reposition it ever so slightly. It's actually nice, man, but I would reposition it a bit more lower.
Okay.
The battery drains if you do not turn it off, so just make sure you turn it off. Okay, this unit is pretty sick. I'd say definitely a solid. Installation, I give it a,
I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 in hardness, because if you're not tech savvy and you have to remove some of these things, it may be intimidating, but it's not that hard. It's no longer than a really 15-minute job. It took longer because I was filming. I'd say the hardest part is taking off the panels. But yeah, man, this unit is solid, man. I really like it.